Question 8. So this is going to be a long problem here. It says, can we solve applications involving geometry? Yes. We can solve applications involving geometry. For instance, we have this application here. It says a triangle has a perimeter of 32 and 8 tenths in feet. The longest side is 10 and 8 tenths feet longer than the shortest. The middle side is 4 times the shortest. So let's draw a little triangle here. Let's label our x here. The shortest side is x. Perfect. Let's draw a bigger triangle here. Bigger triangle. Alright. Let's label our x. Alright. Now we're going to go ahead and take the longest side and label it as x plus 10 and 8 tenths. Looks good. And then we're going to take the middle side and mark it down as 4 times. Or 4x. Alright. Now let's write an algebraic equation. And everything has a perimeter of 32 and 8 feet. And we need to find the length of each side here. Alright. Let's write our algebraic equation here. So we have x plus the longest side, which is x plus 10 and 8 tenths plus 4x equals 32 and 8 tenths. Let's solve for x first, and then we'll be able to solve for the length of each side separately. Alright, so we have, on our next rewrite statement, we're going to clear the parentheses. We have x plus 10 and 8 tenths plus 4x equals 32 and 8 tenths. Now x plus 4x, that'll give us 6x. Looks good. Simply drop down the 10 and 8 tenths, leaving us with plus 10 and 8 tenths. And then on the right side of the equation, we have 32 and 8 tenths. Alright, the next step here is to subtract 10 and 8 tenths on both sides of the equal sign. So 10 minus 10 eighths on the left side and minus 10 eighths on the right side. So we have here leaving us 6x on the left side of the equal sign, and then 8 minus 8 is 0, 2 minus 0 is 2, and 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have a solid 22. The next step here is to isolate the variable, the x. Well, isolate the variable x here by dividing by 6. So both sides get divided by 6. So 6x divided by 6, and then 22 over 6. Alright, so this isolates on the left side our x. And now if we was to perform the long division, alright, 6. How many times does 6 go into 22? Well, it's going to eventually give us a repeated decimal here. So let's solve it out here. So 6 goes into 22 at least 3 times. Okay. 3 times 6 is 18. Let's copy the here the decimal point right next to the 3 on our quotient side. Alright, 3 times 6, well, that'll give us 18. 22 minus 18, that'll give us 4. Now we're going to drop down a 0 here. We're left with 40. 6 goes into 40 6 times. So let's place a 6 on the quotient side right next to our decimal point on the right side. Alright, perfect. And that gives us another Um, that gives us another 36, right? So we have 6 times 6 giving us 36. Then 40 minus 36 gives us another 4. And then if we go ahead and we drop down another 0 here, if you notice here, I placed down another 0. All right. We have 6 going into that 40 6 times. So that's another 6 on our quotient sign. And then that 6 minus that 6 multiplied by 6 will give us another 36. And we can already see that there's a pattern here. All right, so we can say that x equals 3 and 6 repeatedly. Okay, so x equals 3 and 6 repeatedly. Now let's redraw our circle and kind of input the variable or substitute our variables with 3 and 6 repeatedly. So for the longest side, we have 3 and 6 repeatedly plus 10 and 8 tenths. For our middle side, we have 4 times 3 and 6 repeatedly. And then for our shorter side, we simply just have 3 and 6 repeatedly. There we go. That looks good. Now let's find the distances on all sides here and then write it out. And recall that we're working in feet, so let's go ahead and properly label everything here. Right. So last relabel here. 3 and 6 feet repeatedly. Perfect. And everything equals, and well, and all sides equal up to 32 and 8 tenths feet, or 32.8 feet. Make things simpler. Alright, here we go. So for our first calculation on the longest side, we have here 3 and 6 repeatedly plus 10 and 8 tenths, excuse me. Alright, 0 plus 6, well that'll give us 6. 8 plus 6, that'll give us 14. Drop the 4, carry over the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, and then drop the 1. 14 and 4, 6 hundredths. So we could state here that the longest side is 14 and 46 hundredths, or 14 and 46,666 repeatedly feet. Eventually it'll come up to a 7 if you round it up. Moving on here, the fans just started here, excuse the fans. Now the shortest side, well the shortest side is simply 3 and 6 repeatedly feet long. And then if we go ahead and we multiply the middle side here, 3 and 6 tenths by 4, well that'll give us 14 and 4 tenths. And everything is in feet. Middle side is 14.4 feet.